Hey, Swede Burns with elitefts. We're here, we're going to go over a couple of MSMs for the deadlift. We got a lot of requests for this stuff. So I have Sin Long with me here, one of my longtime lifters. And believe it or not, she's not someone that typically does sumo block pulls. Although they are part of our sequence system, you're going to get to see me walk her through this and just give her some brief coaching on how to set up for these sumo block pulls. I will point out that in the MSM sequence system, we typically recommend a 3-inch block pull. But since Sin is 4'9", we kind of move those figures down a little bit, and she's pulling from 2 inches today. So if you want to go ahead and approach the bar, just, you know, your normal deadlift grip, a little wider. And if you just let me see it from the front, I want you to grab the bar where you would grab it to initiate, right? Hips up just like normal, and then drop your hips, but don't pull. Force those knees out and force the hips into the bar. Just trying to, okay, yeah, good. I just wanted to see that that was the right position. So keep your feet there, hips back up. Relax. Okay, hips up, like you normally would. Yeah, exactly, like on a regular deadlift. Sin's a conventional puller, as you can tell. So you're going to take your air, go big, brace hard into the belt, pack those scaps down, drop the hips, and as you drop them, you're going to force the knees open and bring the hips in towards the bar. Okay, so then you should be upright and facing forward. Try that first.
Am I pulling or not pulling?
Not pulling yet. You're going to brace, scaps down, drop the hips and force them into the bar, knees open, right? Hold that for a second. 1, 2, 3, relax. Good, that sucks, right?
It's not supposed to feel good.
That will get you, you have to sort of embrace the suck in that situation. Same thing with a regular deadlift. You have to get comfortable with getting down the hole, getting into the right position that you want to start in, right? And on these, that's basically just what that should look like. And holding it for a second. Because otherwise you're going to rush through that portion of the lift. And it just kind of goes to trash from there, from what I've seen. Whenever people don't have a good starting position, there's no way they're going to finish well, you know? So we're going to try that all again, only now after a 1 count. When you're in position, we're going to have you drive the floor away. So go ahead, grab the bar. Okay, feel big, brace hard, pack those scaps down hard. Sort of work that chest through, knees out, and drive it away. Hips into the bar. Good, we're doing glutes to bar. We're going to cue glutes to bar, bar to glutes, meaning you're going to drive those glutes into the bar, and you're going to push the bar in towards your hips using your lats, okay? So let's try that one more time. Big air, feel big. Pack those scaps down, get that chest through, drive the floor away. Beautiful, glutes to bar. Beautiful job, son. So that's how we're going to do those. All right, Swede Burns with elitefts. We're continuing our little segment here on good MSMs or mechanically similar movements for the deadlift. In the fifth set methodology, we refer to our secondary movements as mechanically similar movements because they must be mechanically similar in order to use them for a secondary movement within the methodology. So, Sin's doing rack pulls below the knee. I like to use, this is a great example as to why. Sin's 4'9". So if I was to give her a certain amount of inches to pull from, it wouldn't really make much sense for her. It would probably be at her hips, what the average person uses, right? So what I say is below the knee or above the knee, and that's the way we typically split those things up using anatomical markers. So she's set up perfect now for a below the knee rack pull. It's important if you're going to do rack pulls that you use a rack pull bar or a bar that's not that important to you, because quite often they end up getting bent or messed up, and people get really mad at you if you use their good bar to do rack pulls. I'm one of those people. So all right, go ahead, Sin. If you want to reach down and grab the bar, I'm going to walk you through the setup here. So we're going to have you pack your scaps down, brace hard, good. Drop those hips slightly, drive the floor away, hips to bar, good. So she's cueing glutes to bar, bar to glutes, right? That's the main cue that we're focusing on here as we initiate. So we're going to get into position, pack those scaps down real hard, start to take that slack, lean back into position, right? Cueing the glutes. Then she's going to drive the floor away and cue glutes to bar, bar to glutes. And what I mean by that is she's driving her glutes into the bar as hard as she can, and she's pushing the bar toward herself using her lats as hard as she can. So let's try that one more time. Good.